couple of videos ago, as you remember, I told you about the pant-wettingly exciting news that Revell were going to release a 1/32 Motorhead tour lorry. Now, up until this day, we're still waiting for a release date and final design on that. However, I can show you more or less what to expect when the kit is released. Hello, welcome back to the Adrian Project. I'm Adrian, with a face for radio, and on today's episode, I'm going to be doing a plain talking review of Revell's 1/32 scale AC/DC Rock or Bust tour lorry. So, cue the music. So, as always, I will be doing a photo montage of the kit's parts, the decals, instructions, etc. like I normally do, so you can have a better, closer look at all the pieces. Okay, let's have a look at the box first. As you can see, there's a nice photo of the finished model on there, the AC/DC Rock or Bust. That was the lineup after Malcolm Young, unfortunately, was taken ill and he passed away. As we can see, it's a 1/32 scale kit. There's 102 parts. The length is 55.2 centimeters, so that is what, 1.75 feet long, which is a fair size. Age is 10 plus, and if you want to buy this kit, it's 07453. Now it does say in the top corner here that's a limited edition kit, so you may have to scout around for the best place to buy it from. I got mine for Christmas, and we got it from the Jadlam site, which is where I buy most of my models, and there is a link on my Facebook and my Twitter to Jadlam's page, so go onto my Facebook or Twitter pages, click on the link there and have a scout around, because you will be surprised how cheap their prices are, and you get great customer service as well. I've never had a problem with Jadlam. I've been using them for the past 2-3 years now. So there you go. Right, on the edge of the box, it's just the just the same as on the front. On the back, we get some photos of close-up of the parts, all painted up, all nice. A little bit of information in various languages. It's just showing you what equipment you're going to need. And also in this kit, because it's a gift set, you do get some Revell glue and some pots of paint, which is all very nice. So, without further ado, let's undo the box. And it's a side opener, which I don't mind. I quite like them. A lot of modelers don't, but I'm not going to get into that one again. So inside, you've got a little bag with your little tube of glue there. You get a brush. Now these brushes are really bog standard and they're not the best quality. You've got 6 pots of paint. I'm not going to open the bag because I don't want them rolling around everywhere, but I've had good reports about Revell paint, so That's all nice. Okay, and inside the box, as we pull it out, there we go. Just put that to one side. So we've got the usual safety information there that you usually get in several different languages. You get Revell's, which is now standard instruction manual. I would say it's been out now. This version's been out for a good 2-3 years, so I think we can stop saying it's a new way of doing it. It's now the standard way of doing it to them. We've got the decals, which we're going to look at a bit closer, and you get a big bag with all the parts in as well. So what I'm going to do, which I normally do, I'm going to take all the parts out of the bag so we're not wasting time rustling, and then we'll have a good look at them. So I'll join you back in the magic of television in a split second. Okay, so first off, because they were on the top of the pile, are the decals. So these are the decals that you get. I think some nice ones on there. Now, looking at those, I'll just turn around my way for a minute. It says they are printed in Italy. Look at a little bit thick, but we're not doing aeroplanes or anything like that, are they? So not too worried about that. They are all in register, and as you can see, the ones that go onto the side of the lorry are one big one. Now, whether you want to cut that into manageable pieces, I don't know, that's up to you. I wouldn't myself. I'd just take my time and do my best putting it all on in one, because I think if you cut down there, there's no way really you can cut it without noticing that you cut it, but that's all down preference, what you prefer to do it, isn't it? So anyway, there's some decals, brightly coloured, fantastic. They're all in register. Awesome. So I will now place those back in the box. If you just give me a second, if you don't mind, because I don't want them getting wet or anything. Okay, so look in the instruction manual. Like I say, it's now this type. It says it's a level 3 kit. So if you've done a Revell kit before, you should know what to expect. We've got all the hints and tips, all the icons, what they mean. Going on through the page, here's your colour call-outs just there, telling you what some more icons are all doing. And on pages 6 and 7 we have a sprue map. As you can see, that's all nice and in order there. Right, so we're starting on section 1. We're starting with the wheels, so that's putting wheel hubs into the tyres, going onto the suspension, putting them all onto the bottom chassis. There's the drive rod, more wheels from the front onto there. We've got the fuel tank going onto the chassis, or sashes. There's the hook, the trailer, some more. Then we're going on to I think they're mud flaps, aren't they, at the back, and the lights. Then section 13 we're going to start working on the driver's cab side, and that's putting the windows in. What I'm going to do is I will paint it before I put the windows in, so that way we're not having to mask them off or anything. So yeah, it's putting front of the cab on, headlights and all that. And there we've got some grab handles, exhaust pipe, and on there we're showing you some decals. We're putting some decals on already. Is that too soon? Not too sure, but we'll find out as we get to build it. Moving on, section 24, we're putting on the exhaust, and the wing mirrors. Then we've got some of the bits on top. We've got the cab bit at the top as well. 28, we're moving on. Got some, I think they're the bump bars at the back, aren't they? They're the feet that drop down when they take the trailer off. I should imagine that's if you want them in the lowered or the raised position, whether you're going to be displaying the model with the trailer hitched up or not to the tractor unit. So that's fitting those feet on there. A few more bits for the, I think they look like wheels, don't they? Axles, I don't know. Oh yeah, I think it's where the fitting onto the axles. A few more bits all through there. Then on section 40 we start working on the the trailer part. So this is for all the trailers, the wheels for the trailers as well. Moving on, so that's doing the wheels for the trailer part. Fit a few more bits on the bottom, then you're fitting the chassis, the wheels to the underside of the trailer. I think they might be lights, indicators at the back. Moving on, so next part on 52 is fitting the top of the trailer on. You've got those, and you're fitting the doors just there. A few more bits on the back. Then sections 58 and 59 is paint call outs of what you've not already painted and decal placements. So there we go. That's the decals and the instructions. So let's have a look at the parts. Right, so the first two pieces we're going to look at is the trailer and the cab. Now, as you can see, when these two are put together, this model is going to have a length of, it says clattering, that's going to be 20.5 inches. So it's like I say, it's 50.2 centimeters long. So if you are a bit stuck for space, then you're going to have to find somewhere that you can put it on. The good thing about this is it's long, but it's narrow as well. It is about 3 inches wide, so that does help because it's not got like an aeroplane where if you've got an aeroplane, the wingspan of that, then you can have the fuselage at least same again, aren't you? But with that's what you get anyway. So anyway, looking at the trailer, all the model apart from the chrome parts are in a black plastic. There is some rivet detail on the trailer itself. That's where the doors go. Now when it comes to doing the decaling, you're going to have to use a lot of decal fixer and a lot of decal softener as well, because if you don't, there's a lot of detail here that they're not going to sink onto, and then you're going to get silver in and trapped air and bubbles and everything. It's not going to look right. So a little bit of time taken doing the decals with your preferred decal fixative and softeners is the order of the day there. Other than that, there's not a lot of detail I can shout about on there. On the cab, there we go, got a nice bit of detail on the cab. That there is, I thought it was raised really. I think it is, yeah, I think that's raised detail on there, but we're not talking about an airplane with panels and everything, are we? So, oh no, it's not. It's recessed, sorry. It's just recessed that much, it actually felt like it was raised, but now there's some rivet detail around there. That's the front. Obviously there's nothing inside yet. It's all done, like I say, in black plastic. And then of course you get this piece as well that goes on the top, just there. so that's going to add extra bit to the height. I say all black plastic, so let's put those to one side there. You do get clear parts, it's just your windscreen. So that is your windscreen. It's got windscreen wipers on it. Whether that's going to probably need masking off, isn't it? That there, down there. So, but it's plenty of glass there, plenty of area. It's not going to be too hard to mask that off when you come around to painting around the frames. And the window wipers, we'll be very careful though. They look a bit delicate there, so just be careful what you're doing and how you're putting it away. Okay, moving on. Let's look at this section here. Well, in fact, I'll do the bottom of the trailer first. So this is the bottom of the trailer. There we go. Not too much detail to shout home about there, is there really? I'm not sure what that says, but there we go. There's some writing on there, but it's going to be in the back. There's a copyright of Revell there. That is annoying. Why have they put that there? That's going to have to be sanded off, or else, you know, you're just going to have a Revell copyright 2000, whatever it is on there. Hang on a minute. Revell Incorporated 19. That looks like 1980. China. Right, so is this a recycled kit then? Copyright 1980 China. So Revell have obviously used a very, very old kit and reboxed it. There we go. So you may have very well made this model as just a normal lorry in your youth when you were growing up. So there you go. But that's what they do. So alright, let's get on to this sprue here. This is with wheels, so you're not getting rubber tyres on this, which is a bit of a disappointment. I think I would have preferred to have had rubber wheels on it. And because they're plastic, got lovely, you see that there? Seam line going around the middle of every tyre. So if you want to go down the realism route, you're going to have to sit there, spend an afternoon sanding them off and then rescribing the detail. Oh well, it is what it is. And on same again on there, got the steering wheel, and you've got that seam line going around those tyres. So bit of annoyance. I would have preferred them to have been rubber, and like I say, seam line going around the middle. That's not the best either, is it? So, but hey ho, if it's a kit is as old as what it says on the copyright on there, then there we go. You have to do with what you've got. Right. On this sprue, we have got the inside of the cab. We've got the driver's seat and the passenger seat. There is a little bit of detail just there. The dials and everything. You've got his bed there, which you will probably know in AC/DC and their backstage shenanigans will have got plenty of use. That's the front of the lorry there. We've got some extra bits there. I think they're the mud guards, aren't they? At the back. I think that's your transmission rod, isn't it? That. You have to be careful taking that out. And of course, it's a little bit warped. I'm hoping that that's just the frame of the sprue that's bending it a little. There is a bit of detail on the seats. I'd just like to point that out. But I suppose there'd be plenty of ways of making it a little bit more realistic in the cab, if you just want to go scratch building or doing it that way. Okay, this sprue, we've got the underside, sorry, some of the transmission boxes and everything, just there. Now, once again, I'll say there is copyright and everything written on there. Hopefully that is going to be on the underside inside the model where you're not going to see it, else otherwise you're going to have to be taking a sander to it again. And yet again, copyright 1980, Revell Incorporated, all rights reserved, made in China. So yes, this is an old kit. This is a very old kit, in fact, probably older than some of the viewers I've got watching this. There again, we've got I think the axles and transmission box for the trailer part. That's the latch that the trailer applies to. Don't know what that is. It looks like with a sprue, but it's obviously a part because it's numbered, so be careful with that. Okay, put these sprues here, on there, got more underside, but I think they're the strengthening, what would you call them, not rods, that metal things that they put under to strengthen the trailer, don't they? And you've got the safety backstop there on the trailer. Yeah, we've got the feet, so it's up to you. If you're having the trailer not hooked up to the tractor unit, you'd use that one. And if you're having it hooked up to the tractor unit, you'd use that one. So there we go, some nice little bit of detail. It's not overly detailed, but I don't think that's what you'll be buying this kit for. You're buying it for the decals and just so you've got AC/DC's tool around you. So, truth be told, this next one, we've got some more on the sides there. Not much detailing on them either. There we go. On that one we have wheel hubs, some more axles, and there the doors. Hopefully they just clip in so you can have them opening and closing. Then you could scratch build some flight cases and boxes and whatever to go on the back of these trailer. And then we've got two more parts there, not too sure what they are. Then for the last sprue, we've got the silver parts. Now I don't know about you, but I absolutely hate it when they put this silver paint on them because it just makes the model look like a toy. I absolutely hate them. On here we've got silver wheel hubs, you've got the exhaust stack there, radiator cover at the front, that's for your fuel tanks. You see them at the bottom of lorries, and you tell me, apart from car shows and lorry shows, have you ever seen fuel tanks that look shiny like that? No, me neither. There's your wing mirror parts there. What I am going to do with this, I saw a trick on YouTube, somebody did it, where he actually soaked these chrome parts in, I think it was oven cleaner. He just decanted spray out of the oven cleaner, soaked the parts in there, and it stripped this paint back down to the raw plastic so he could do the paint job himself, and it just looked infinitely better. So I will definitely be doing that, because otherwise I think these parts are just going to make your model look like a toy, and I want that little bit of realism to it. So that's the route I'll be going down as well. Again, as you can see, this sprue is warped. Hopefully it's just the framing that's warped and it's not the parts. So there we go, that's all the parts. And now I'm going to give you a nice little photo montage so you can take a closer look at the instructions, the decals and the parts themselves. So there we have it. Revell's 1/32 scale AC/DC rock or bust tour truck, as it says on the box, or tour lorry if you're from the UK. Okay, must say, it did surprise me for finding out how old this kit was. It says 1980 all over it, so there we go. It's a 40-year-old kit. It came out last year, didn't it? Was it last year, year before? So it's brand new decals on a really old kit. I would have preferred if they actually put their hands in the pockets and done a new tooling. That way we could have got some better detailing on the cab inside at least. I would have much preferred it to have had rubber tyres as well. The seam lines on the tyres, on the plastic ones here, are going to take a fair bit of cleaning up, and then we're going to have to sit redoing the tread. Well, I've got an inscriber or a hobby knife, or whichever way you like to do it. Again, as well, the silver parts come chrome. I think every model producer, puts them in the box, and I don't know why. I think every modeler, to a man or woman, would much prefer to spray them silver themselves instead of having this plastic toy replica that we get in it. But at the end of the day, I've just wanted this because it's AC/DC on it. It's a tour lorry, making a nice little static model. Whether you want to put lights in it, if you're that kind of modeler, I'm sure there's plenty of room inside for bits and bobs where you can light up the cab and headlights and whatever. But I'm just going to be doing it straight out the box. So the little gripes out of the way. Hopefully this should turn out into a nice kit. Now, like I said, there is a KISS version of this lorry, so it's going to be the exact same kit as this, but with different decals. And I'm going to stick my neck out on the line here and say Revell won't be doing a new tooling when it is released, but the Motorhead tour lorry as well will be this exact 40-year-old kit, and with the appropriate Motorhead decals in it. So, without further ado, for that one, I'm going to give Revell's 1/32 AC/DC tour lorry, or tour truck, wherever you come from, 3.5 Evil Ednas. And there we have it, the end of another episode. Hope you all enjoyed that. As usual, if you've made this kit yourself already, please let us know in the comments below how you found the model, how did the decals go on, are there any little pitfalls you have to look out for, and if you've done any scratchy building on the inside of the cab, or in fact doing some flight cases and whatever for band equipment in the back of the lorry. It'd be nice to see photos and videos of that if you've done it already. Okay, so there we go. Like I say, that's the end of another episode. Hope you all enjoyed it. Please remember, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to my channel. Many, many thanks to everyone who has, and a massive thanks as well to my new ones. I think I've had 5 new ones this month. It's fantastic. We're getting even closer now to the big 100 subscriber mark. That's what I'm aiming for at the minute. So hopefully by spreading the word, get a few of your friends to have a look at my videos and subscribe too. It won't be too long before we get there. Don't forget as well that you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter by going and using those little icons there at the bottom. And with that in mind, I'd like to say many, many thanks for watching. It's all very much appreciated. And here's seeing you all again for the next episode of the Adrian Bar Project.